What's going on, guys? Goofy Rexy here. Hope everybody is doing well. And I'm here with Dorky Dad. It's that time of the month again, right, Dorky?
Yeah, it's that time of the month, like clockwork.
Yeah, man. So we're going to be going through roster review here. It's been a while, man. How was I guess I should ask you this. Like, how was your holidays, man? How was Christmas, New Year's? How's that stuff for you?
Holidays were good. Christmas was good. Got lots of cool stuff. Ate way too much good food, so I'm paying for it now.
Right.
And, just like a lot of people, I'm coming off that Christmas high into the January low, but we're going to shake it off soon.
Yeah, man, I know what you mean. It's like you get all this time off of work and then you come back and you're like, oh God, I got to start doing this. So I gotta like be a person again. Yeah, nobody wants that, man. Nobody wants that. But listen, it was a good time off, but we got to talk about some stuff here. I guess we can dive into the roster. All right, man. So we're here. This is the roster. Well, what are your burning questions that you currently have right now? I know what you got to ask. Go ahead. Just do it.
What in the good gracious is going on with that Agent Venom? How are you going to unlock him, leave him at blue tier at level 62? What is happening?
Listen, man, you know how I am. I am very much a slow investor. I'm very much a slow investor. And here's the thing. It's one thing to have the mutant nodes and they suck and then you just want to get a team to replace them so you level up your death seed really fast, right? With this kind of scenario, I'm doing fine with the Web Warriors right now. And I also go right, so I really don't have to deal with them much either. So usually start off in the mutant section, so it's a little bit better. Now I'll show you my Rebirth team and where we're at with them. So we have brought up Captain America and then Winter Soldier. By the way, I love Cap. I think he's people may want to debate this with me. I think he's the best tank in the game. Honestly, I can debate it for hours, but I really think Captain America, at least in terms of like just versatility, I think he's one of the best tanks in the game here. Winter Soldier is already there, but I don't have Captain Carter. I don't have US Agent. I'm free to play in the team except for Agent Venom because Agent Venom is bae. But
all right.
But
how many orbs you got for US Agent? You just haven't opened them yet?
No, so we do have. Yeah, I have about 7 right now. Right. I'm probably gonna do a video at the end of the month once I've gotten all the orbs that I'm gonna get. And I'll see where we land for that. But I mean, this month-long event, I'm not really overly confident with the orbs because we're getting less than what we did the last time, right? What was the last time that we did? It's like Spider 2099?
Yeah, I think they like guaranteed it to be 180 by having a mixture of shards and orbs or something like that. And this time it's just straight orbs. Yeah, the value, we're just not quite sure where they're at.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. They really tend to do this a lot with. I've realized this now, like they really get stingy on shards for war characters, like war team characters and war defense, not offense, actually. War defense characters, they get really stingy with. And also raid characters, they get very stingy with too. War defense for, obviously like top alliances. That's kind of the way that you're kind of able to bridge the gap and get wins. So that's the reason why they do that for the top alliances. But then for raids, they know this is content that people need to do every single day. So they're just like, hey, we're just going to be stingy with that as well.
Yeah, pinch the Krakens, then pinch the everyday players through raids. Krakens through war, players through raids, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But you probably already built them, and we could probably talk about them on your thing. You've already gotten them probably maxed out already, right? Like 90 and 15, maybe 16 on some of them already.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But what else do you want to see here?
I mean, not much to see because you didn't unlock them yet, but I like the red stars you got on them. I think that's perfect. Yeah. They don't need much more than like 3 yellow, 3 red to work at least for Doom 3.5. Yeah. So I think once you get them, you might build them up. Maybe you won't though, because they're trash outside of raids. Yeah. They're bad.
Yeah, I've seen some of the footage here that they don't do that well. Cap, I may plug and play a little bit. I've tried them out in Dark Dimension. And I keep on saying, I'm going to record this video, but they do amazing. Captain America does amazing in the global section of Dark Dimension. Like, he's pretty good.
I believe it. No, like you said, he's one of the best plug and play tanks right now. He definitely gives Captain Sam run for his money. Where Captain Sam kind of takes over is he gives speed to the entire team. Yep. Where America just gives speed bar to himself. But Captain America is the iconic plug and play tank. regardless of which one you pick.
Yeah.
But there was another raid team. Now you skipped this raid team by the looks of it. I need to see your Death Seed because it's a Horseman team. I know you didn't skip that.
Yeah, so my Death Seed, I didn't go too hard body on them, but I definitely did beef them up as quickly as I possibly could.
That's big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. My only disappointment is that I don't have them at level 90 yet, but trust me, they'll be there by the time the saga for Archangel comes around again. I didn't really get to push very much with the Scourge event, as you can see. I barely got the 5 yellow on him. But also, I think I made this declaration back when we did the Red Hulk Scourge. I did 3 million on that Scourge run and only got 5 stars. So I kind of said, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again with Archangel. And also just the timing of the event too was not great because I wasn't able to build up my my minion team to be able to get through it. And I was going aim. So I just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, the good news is, right, he's going to work in raids. He was working at 3 yellow stars, so at 5 red, 5 yellow, you're getting it done at all the difficulties.
Yeah.
And since you're not super hardcore into war, yeah, it's whatever. He's good where he is.
Yeah, he's good where he is, and they do pretty fine in wars, like maybe some of the secondary teams. Actually, I use them against Young Avengers a lot too. Like they do really well against Young Avengers. So, and I will say I've tried them a couple of times against the Underworld team. It's a hit or miss. It does work sometimes, but it's a very hit or miss whether or not they actually work. And it's usually very much a punch down. You're not doing a punch up or a punch across with that team. My favorite character on this team right now, though, I know Archangel is bae for a lot of people. I get it, but Nemesis is my guy. I love Nemesis. Oh my goodness,
he hits so hard. He's so hard hitting. He's like Omega Red hard hitting level.
Yeah, he's pretty. The sexiest thing is the bleeds, man. The bleeds. Oh, it's so attractive just to watch that. He's another character too that I tried in that global section of Dark Dimension 5 recently. Stupid. Him, Captain Sam, also Captain America. Feeding that ability energy over to Nemesis, get him to do the health steals often. Oh man, it was a sight to see. No more Doom in the global section of your Dark Dimension runs anymore, guys. You have Nemesis, you have Captain Sam, you have Captain America. You got something going there, and of course, like Spider Weaver, you can kind of throw in there too.
That sounds like a way better comp than what we had to deal with when we were pulling like Maria Hills and Sharon Carter's and
Sharon
like
Carter.
That.
Like, I mean, you had to. You basically couldn't really get through it unless you used. That's what I did. All right, I used Doom. I used Sharon Carter. I used Captain Sam. I think I used Lady Deathstrike too. I mean, I would never do that again going through Dark Dimension. But yeah. Pretty decent right now. We'll get him up a little bit higher, once we kind of get a little bit closer to the saga here, or if we go past 3.3, then I'll probably be boosting him up to 90 at that point.
Yeah, no, I think he'd even be good by now. Like for 3.5, level 85, I think he could crawl through it without using too many heals.
Yeah,
but that's dope. Okay, so we did Rebirth, we did Death Seed.
Yep.
There was another rework and partial team coming this patch. I gotta see your Metal Boy. I gotta see Ultron.
I mean, Ultron is baby at this point. I would like to work on Ultron, but because of all right, so let's go Masters of Evil, right? That's a team. Do we have that yet? Yeah, we do have that tag in the game. So I've not really done anything with Ultron for months. He's been at level 80, gear tier 15 for a while. I used to use him in Doom 2, the tech nodes.
Right.
So that's where you do see these 2 reds on them. I wouldn't have advised anybody to do that before. Maybe now the Masters of Evil team, they look good, right? They look good for Cosmic Crucible. Just not sure how good they're going to look because everything kind of looks interesting on paper. But then you're like, when you get them, it's hard to say. And there was a rumor that Kang might be on that team, but then there's a rumor that he may not actually be on that team, right? So we don't even know. We don't have the full picture yet. Yeah.
So that's part of my thinking too. Is like if Kang is on that team, then how important is Ultron really going to be besides mechanically given his bots given a bunch of buffs and speed meter and all that? Yeah. Because if Kang's on the team, you got to assume he's going to be the carry, right? You would hope 100%. Anyway.
Yeah, you definitely would hope that he would be the one that's, pretty much making he's kind of looks like he would be the team. So in my opinion, I don't think you need Ultron much, which is a little disappointing. I really wanted his rework to get him back to be, and let's be honest, there might be something that we're missing, right? Maybe there is a area of the game that he could be really phenomenal in, We're just not seeing it right now because we're looking at it from the lens of, okay, you said Cosmic Crucible, so therefore we're looking at Cosmic Crucible slate, and that's what we're trying to use them for. But what I can say, I'm not like overly impressed with his rework.
No, I mean neither. And like obviously Arena, he's not going to be a good fit because you got Weaver in there, and so we're going to have the Apocalypse team.
Yep.
In War, we already have so many built-in counters to him. I think of a character like Zemo, who will clear his defense up and give him ability block so he can't summon.
Yep.
Obviously, there's the old Black Bolt. There's now Eternals that will just feed off his bots. So there's a bunch of like built-in counters that would just destroy him there. So it's like he can almost only be good in Cosmic Crucible. But we got to see that. So am I safe to assume you're passing on to Titania, whatever her name is?
No, because here's the thing. Once again, like I'm an emotional player. I say this to everybody a lot of the times. There are just some characters, and I was also a big She-Hulk comic book fan too. So therefore, like Titania is kind of she's her main nemesis, right? So for me, like, yeah, I'm gonna invest into Titania, but I'm gonna do it kind of sparingly as like a little passion project on the side. If Kang doesn't matter where Kang goes, but if he is a part of Masters of Evil team, you might see me put a little bit more into Ultron, and of course, if Absorbing Man, but which is interesting that they are bringing in Absorbing Man, because I thought that he probably wouldn't have been released until maybe we got to Secret Wars in the MCU, but I mean, interesting enough. That is also a rumored character. I'm not skipping the team because for the most part, I'm competitive-ish. So therefore, I usually invest into all the teams, even Underworld. Okay. Even Underworld now I'm starting to invest into, which is disappointing my heart. But it's just because you want to be competitive enough. And Cosmic Crucible is my favorite game mode, so wanting to be competitive there, I will do Cosmic Crucible over War any day.
Right. All right. Well, now that you said that, we got to talk about the Cosmic Crucible changes, because this is the last week with the absolutely overplayed Age of X and Tales of Legend rooms. So how are you feeling about the new Cosmic Crucible rooms? I'm on the fence.
And I guess we should probably pull it up, right, and then show what we're talking about here as it pertains to Cosmic Crucible. So I personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't feel like it gives enough space for theory crafting as I would like for there to be. I think that you're like, look, for instance, this is number one, like go to room 6, right? It's great. I love my Wakandan team. I've invested into War Dogs and Wakandans, all at level 85, all that gear tier 15. Some of them are going to 90 for funsies. And I won't be able to use them because they're going to be the optimal team to use on defense in room 6. So like there's like a buzzkill for me right there. And then we're kind of they're still pushing this thing. So what we saw with this is it's Spider-Verse, it's Hero Mutants, right? All they're doing is in Masters of Evil, like all they're doing is just calling out, hey, all these are the Cosmic Crucible teams that you're going to have to invest into if you want to do well at all in this game mode, which I think once again doesn't really lead to the theory crafting that I wanted from this game mode.
Yeah, especially being that there's so little rooms. So we now have 4 Cosmic Crucible teams, and they're basically yelling at you like you're going to put 3 of those teams on defense, and you're going to use 1 on offense, or you're going to do the mirror matchup, and then you're going to take the responsibility to somehow be more efficient in that mirror matchup than someone will be in beating your much easier team. So it's really unfortunate that they haven't found a way to make the rooms, or you know what, even just make the Cosmic Crucible teams so good that you then have to use the rooms and your creativeness to use your non-Cosmic Crucible teams to beat those Cosmic Crucible teams. That would have been the better way to go about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're basically just dictating like what's going to be the meta here. And it's, like you say, it's unfortunate, but it really doesn't leave much room for imagination.
Yeah, it really does. And granted, once again, yes, will we figure out ways to theory craft and make this a little less cookie cutter? Sure. But this is our initial gut feeling, right? Like, how do we feel about this? It doesn't feel great right now. And that is, if they want, and also like, it kind of makes me wonder, like, why did they take so long to do this? If this is what they were going to do, in my opinion as well. And I hope that this doesn't last. How long did this past season last?
Oh, 3 months or something like that. It can't last that long.
I cannot last that long again. It got really stale. I was telling you that, I missed the Cosmic Crucible yesterday. I missed one last week. and it is my favorite game mode. But everything after a while, you just get stale if you're doing it every day, right? Like Doom raids, that gets stale every day because you're doing the same nodes. There's not enough variety, and it wasn't as fun for me. In a game, you want to be able to have fun and have a little bit of variety and some different challenges. I like challenges, but I like when the challenges are mixed up. Yeah,
I couldn't agree more. If anyone from Scopely is watching this, next time you got extended season, don't just pull some of the old rooms from past seasons, like that skill room, the mystic room, whatever, and then replace some of the ones that have been in play. Like you could reuse some stuff. We're not gonna hate that. Just don't make us do the same thing for 3 months.
Yeah, and we don't like the character Wakandans. Like I don't like that. Like give us a little bit more variety where even though I don't love this like cosmic mystic villain reduced speed and resistance thing, I don't like that, but at least give us, I wouldn't mind something like mystic this or cosmic that, or I don't mind things like that, although I don't like this one specifically. You get my point, right? Like just give it skill, like you said, tech, like little things like that, not Wakandans, like that's just, or cosmic villain mystic, like that's really specific. Like just give us a little bit more variety of options, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, in this global, they actually use a full name of the team, like Masters of Evil. It's like, come on, like a global rule for just Masters of Evil? You guys are crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. But we're gonna go check out what's going on your channel, right? We're gonna do this video over there. I want to see what type of craziness you've been doing on your roster, which I know it's going to be a lot of crazy. I'm just I'm bracing myself now. But listen, if you like this video, want to see some more content like this, guys, roster review videos, or listen, we're gonna do another collab again this week, right? So if you want to see more content like that, guys, hit that like button, also the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you know when the videos do go live. Check out the links that are down below in the description where you can follow me on social media, Discord, Twitch, all that jazz, guys. Also my new channel too, Keeping It Comic, where I am doing some more comic videos there. Also subscribe to that channel as well. But love you guys, appreciate you. Until next time, y'all be blessed, y'all be safe.